Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jay. Some of y'all know me as J Cal. I'm over here at Evasive Motorsports, and today I'm going to show you how to install the GruppeM Ram Air System for the Civic Type R FK8. Y'all ready? Let's get it. First things first, disconnect the battery. I always start off with the negative cable. So what it is a 10mm socket. Lay this off to the side, not like that. Disconnecting the MAP sensor. So these two clips right here, they're on the air box. All you have to do is push them forward, lift up. Push it forward, lift up. And then unplug the MAP sensor, put that off to the side. I'm gonna start off by taking off the rubber air duct. What I do is I pinch firmly and lift up, just like that. There's a little hook here. What you wanna do is just lift up, forward, lift it up out of here. There's two 10mm bolts right here. Want to get rid of. Now we're gonna try and take this intake out. So what it is this guy. He's hooked up into the intake box. There's two on each side, and then there's these rubber pins on the bottom. Put my hand in here, and I'll push it out and unclip it. Unclip this side. And just lift right up. So I'm gonna start off by taking out the air box. There's two 10mm. There'll be one right here and one down here. I can't fit my hand down there, so I'll loosen it and I'll just leave it. So you can either use a Phillips screwdriver on these, but I recommend and use a 5.5 socket. Just pull the intake out, just like that. So at this point, you're ready to take out the intake box. All you gotta do is lift up. There's also a rubber grommet down here. Kind of just want to lift up on it, like so. And your intake will be out. So here's that little 10mm bolt, and here's this grommet. So right now, I'm gonna start off by taking off the MAP sensor. It's two Phillips screws. Right here. Don't lose these screws, you will need them. And here's your MAP sensor. Put this off to the side, so you reuse that. You want to take this guy out right here. We will be using this. These are these clips right here. They're attached here. You want to pull these guys out. This one and this one. And there's one more, which is this guy. Just like that. Put this out to the side. It will be in your way. Okay. From the intake box that we took off previously, we'll take out this rubber grommet. So what you want to do is just pull down on it. Put this to the side, but we'll be using this later also. We're gonna be using these grommets out the package. So you have two that are plugged and two that have holes in the middle. And then we're gonna be needing sponge tape. So the plugged ones will go on each corner, which will be right here and right here. The ones with the holes will be right here and right here. And then your sponge tape will be right here. Just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just like that, you got your sponge tape on. You're gonna wanna get the thin sponge tape. This tape will go around the edges of this part. Just like that. So yeah, you want to get your grommet, put it in the small end first. Just like this. Get something to help you push these down. Just like that. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to get these two rubber studs. One will go here. The other will go here. So now we'll be doing the brackets. So you have one that's straight 90 degrees and one that's 120 degrees. So first off, I'll start off with the 90. You're gonna have to face it backwards like this. Just like that. And then you want to grab 10mm nut. Like so. I'll leave it loose for now. Alright, now you're gonna want to start off with your second bracket, which should be this guy. You're gonna be using a 20mm spacer from the package and a 40mm bolt. And you'll put it where we took out the 10mm from the fuse block, right in here. Just make sure it's straight and tighten it up with your 10mm. Okay, so now we're gonna be dropping the air box in from the grommet we installed previously. There's a hole right next to it. This hole will go in directly to the rubber stud that we installed right here, and then the grommet will go onto here. And I'll drop the intake box in, line up all the holes, and push down for the grommet. Just like that. And your holes should line up here. So now, out the packaging, you'll have 6 of these in the packaging. Grab 2. These are the M6 20mm bolts. And then grab one M6 nut. So the nut, you're gonna have to put your hand in here and get on that rubber stud that we installed. That. Bolts. Put them on the factory mounting holes. Boom. Alright, so now you're gonna have to get your fixing plate and then a couple aluminum studs, which are these, and 2 30mm M630s. So what you want to do, keep in mind of my orientation of the bracket. Get your aluminum stud. You place one here and one here. So go ahead and do this. Get one of these bolts, put it through the back, screw it into the stud. Get the other one. Okay, then you're good right here. Your funnel adapter, which is this piece. If you notice, there's 4 threaded holes here. And then you get your sensor adapter, which is this guy. Same thing, also 4 just holes. What you're gonna want to do is place it on top of this. And then you're gonna have to get 4 spacers, which should be this, and 4 30mm bolts. So what you want to do is you want to place the spacer on top of the holes and grab your fixed plate, which is this guy, and flip it. So you want the aluminum studs to be facing down. Just like that, it'll sit on there. Grab your 4 bolts and screw these in and just tighten up everything. It'll look just like this. You can see the spacers. Oh, shiny. You're gonna want to attach it to your filter adapter, just like this. Make sure it's flush all the way down. You can either use a flathead to tighten up the hose clamp, or 8mm, which I use. And then you're gonna want to grab your MAP sensor adapter plate, line it up with the holes. As you can tell, the holes here are countersunk, so you want to get some countersunk screws, which come in the package. Get you a small Phillips. Go ahead and tighten this down. Before you put your MAP sensor in, you're gonna want to put 2 spacers right on top of the hole. Get your MAP sensor, lay it down right on top of the spacers. Then you grab the extra 2 screws that come in the package, drop those in, and go ahead and screw this down, and you're all set. Alright, so next you want to get your air chamber. Grab the 2 silicone hoses. So the long one's going to go on the end. Just like this. Don't push in all the way, you want to leave some space. And you want to position the hose clamps just like this, facing down. And you get your short one, put it on this end. This one you can go down all the way. Also, you want to position these hose clamps. You can get your filter. You're going to want to lay this filter just like this. Map sensor facing to the left. Just push that all the way in and it'll stop. Go ahead and line this up. Make sure they're tight so they don't slip. And we'll walk over to the car. So you want to aim the aluminum studs into the grommets with the holes that you put in before. Slide that in. Push down. Then it's in. Go ahead and tighten up these hose clamps. Position them symmetrically. So now you want to get your front air duct. This is where the bolts will go. These 2. And then the front 3 are for clips. Just like this. As you can see, it lines up with holes. So what you want to do there is grab a clip. And put the screw back in. Just like that. An M4 bolt, screw head, and you put this on the side, which will go into the nutsert. This guy should be lined up with it right here. Then you want to tighten those up. Don't go too tight because you don't want to crack the carbon. Just like that. As you can see, I took off the plastic, just pried it all off, took it off, taped it with electrical tape. Now what you want to do is you want to route the wiring behind the air box, like this, and then you want to plug it in to the map sensor, which should be under here. Make sure it clicks, and grab your GruppeM cover. Now you want to just lay this. It should just sit perfectly on here, just like that. So your bracket lines up with the nutsert on here, and then you have one more nutsert up front. You want to grab your last 2 20 mil. Kind of just want to push down on the box. Line it up. Do the back side. Okay. Line this up. Again, don't go too hard. Go ahead and get your 10 mil with the extension on it. Now you can tighten up this bracket. Just like that. Tighten up your last screw, like that. And there you go, that's your GruppeM intake system for the Civic Type R.